Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with yet another topic that every Indian parent living in Germany can relate to. It is with regard to the basic education in Germany. I'm sure there are quite a number of Indian parents watching this and they all will be having the same thoughts as I once had when I landed here in Germany. So, the talk that I'm going to give now is based on my personal experience. There could be difference of opinion, but I prefer telling people what my thoughts were back then. So, here in Germany, at the age of 3 years, kids are sent to kindergarten. It is not compulsory actually. If you wish, you can even make the kids sit at home and teach the basic things that are being taught here in kindergarten at home. But beyond 6 years, a kid is considered to be Schulpflicht. That means it is compulsory that you send your kid to a school, be it an international school or a German school. So we sent our kid to kindergarten for 3 years and she integrated well with German kids, learned a bit of German. And at the age of 6, we had to make a choice as whether to send her to international school or to German school. uh, I decided to get a bit practical there, and if we had a definite plan as we would be returning in a matter of 4 years or 5 years back to India, then I would have definitely preferred sending her to international school because there everything is taught in English, and also she would integrate with other kids who are coming from different countries and speaking English. Definitely they teach their German also, but it would not be given the main focus. And for me, it was not sure as when we would return back, and if at all we return, then it could be some maybe after 10 to 12 years. So then I thought that why not send her to a German school. If we plan to stay for a long time here in Germany, then it makes no sense that I sent her to international school, which is definitely a bit expensive when you compare it to the amount that we need to spend for German schools. And also the fact that if she's planning to stay here for a long time, it's very much essential that she learns the language of the country where she stays in. And so we decided to send her to German school. Let's now see the division of the levels here in Germany with regard to the basic education. So from first to fourth grade, it is called Grundschule. Beyond that, the division is something like Gymnasium, Realschule, Hauptschule. And the division is such a way that in Gymnasium, things you will be learning at a much faster pace than the Realschule. Realschule has also similar concepts. Similar concepts will be taught, but at a bit slower pace so that kids can adjust and learn the things easily. Here, the exposure is more towards the practical side of the things that are being taught, unlike the way we learnt back then in India, wherein focus was more on theory stuffs. Any kid who comes from India is allowed to join the German schools, provided you get all the grades and certificates. And also, that kid would be provided with Sprachförderung. That means extra German language classes would be provided to ensure that the kid comes to that particular level and is able to learn things in German. Grades here are referred to as Note, and the kids of first and second standard are not judged here for their performance, and the note is not assigned. But in third and fourth, this concept is getting a bit of importance because based on these grades, decisions are taken by the teachers as whether the kid enters into Gymnasium, Realschule or Hauptschule. But end of the day, it is the decision of parents. I think few years back in Germany, it was not allowed for a parent to take decision, but now the government has changed the rules, and teacher can only give the recommendations, and end of the day it is parents who decide whether they will be sending their kids to Gymnasium, Realschule or Hauptschule. So after the Grundschule, the kid is still Schulpflicht. That means the kid will be learning another 8 years in the school, be it Gymnasium, Realschule or Hauptschule. So now let's talk about the divisions here. Let's first talk about the Hauptschule. Hauptschule is a school wherein the kid would learn for around 9 years, which is more job oriented. And at the end of 9 years, the kid would get an Abschlusszeugnis. That means a certificate telling the completion of Hauptschule. Or after the 10th standard, he or she can write an exam that is called Qualifizierte Hauptschulabschluss, and then it would help that kid to attend some other schools in future. Coming to Realschule, Regionalschule or Mittelschule, these schools actually tend to teach the kid job oriented way along with some general learning experience. One foreign language is compulsory and another foreign language is always optional. After the ninth standard, a kid can move out by taking the Hauptschulabschluss, or after 10th standard by writing an exam and taking the Qualifizierte Hauptschulabschluss, or even the kid, if he or she is very good at learning and has good note, that means the grades, then it is also possible for her or him to move to Oberstufe des Gymnasiums. That means to the gymnasium they will be moving. So here in Germany, there is a possibility always to switch between Realschule and Gymnasium. And if they are very good at Realschule and wish to learn at much faster rate, then they can move to Gymnasium. So coming to Gymnasium, a kid should have the grades between 1 to 2. Then the teacher would suggest to send such kids to Gymnasium. Also here the qualities of a kid comes into picture. If teacher finds that the kid is self-motivated, working hard relentlessly, and also is grasping things quickly, then the teacher would definitely suggest that kid to be sent to Gymnasium. Gymnasium runs from 5th standard till 12th or 13th, and at the end of the 12th or 13th standard, the kid would be giving Abitur, that is the final exam that they would be taking, and then they would be called as Allgemein Hochschulreif. That means they would be then eligible for technical education, be it in Hochschule or in some universities. But even at the end of 10th, if a kid decides to opt out, then he or she can even give the exams of the Realschule and get the Realschulabschluss. There is a concept of bilingual gymnasiums here in Germany. At least I am knowing one here in the place where we are living. And the bilingual gymnasiums teach 3 subjects in English and remaining 3 would be taught in German language. So the kid is more exposed to English as well as German. And also in gymnasium, it is very much essential or compulsory that the kid learns 2 foreign languages. Usually it depends on school and the staffing. Different schools have different languages, foreign languages that are being given as options. In Gymnasium, after 10th standard, there are 2 possibilities. A kid can get Allgemein Hochschulreife or Fachhochschulreife. Allgemein Hochschulreife is considered to be the highest graduation that a kid can get in the schooling level. The kid that gets Allgemein Hochschulreife is considered to be eligible for any technical universities or the Hochschules. Then comes the concept of Fachhochschulreife. If you are getting this level of graduation, that is the second highest, then you are only eligible to go to certain Fachhochschule. And if you are willing to learn medicine, become a lecturer, or if you want to learn law, then it is not enough if you get Fachhochschulreife. Instead, you should be getting the highest graduation, that is the Allgemeine Hochschulreife. So the highest graduation, Allgemein Hochschulreife, actually opens up several possibilities of joining universities. They are more theory oriented, and the Fachhochschules, they are more practical oriented. So that is the next level of graduation that is possible, as I already mentioned. Another variation in the schooling that I have learned here in Germany is the Gesamtschule, which is a bit different. In Gesamtschule, the kids are taught under singlehood, be it a Hauptschule kid, a Realschule kid, or a Gymnasium kid. This type of schooling is not much relevant in the states of Baden-Württemberg or Bayern, but you can find in other states of Germany. Fifth and sixth standard are called Forderungsstufen or Orientierungsstufen. And at the end of ninth standard, a decision would be taken as whether the kid would be moving in the Hauptschule direction, Realschule direction, or the Gymnasium. Coming to the concept of private and government schools here in Germany. Yes, the government schools are very good here in Germany, but at times you would have to make a choice between the private school and the government school. At least in our case, based on personal experience, I am telling the government schools, we cannot make a choice as which government school you want to send your kid to. It always depends on the Wohngebiet, that means the place where you live in, and the kid should automatically be sent to the government school that is specific for that particular area or Wohngebiet. And the reviews of the government school were not that good. So I had to make a choice. We had a private school nearby. So then we decided to send our kid to private school. Definitely, you will have to pay more money in private schools. It was a German school, but a private one. So there is always a choice that you have to make based on the reviews. Otherwise, government schools are really good here in Germany. Then comes the concept of boarding schools called Internat here in Germany. After the age of 10 years, a kid can be sent to internat if you want to make the kid independent. Thereby, you are actually separating the kid from the family. So, it should never be against the wish of the kid. It is only allowed if the kid wishes to go to internat, then the parents are allowed to send the kids. I hope I have answered many queries that any Indian parent would be having in their minds. Still, there could be a possibility that I would have missed some information. In that case, feel free to comment below in the comment section, and I would be answering all of them to the best of my knowledge. Stay safe and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.